Hi guys, welcome to Crucial Clips. Thank you for viewing. This video come up is a short one taken from the BBC London Tonight edition. What it's focusing on is emergency/temporary accommodation being used by councils in London to house homeless families who have been evicted from their property or lost their properties. Usually is evictions. This particular article highlights the cost, and also, as you probably can see from part of the video, it is highlighting immigration once again. In this video, you'll see a family of 10 living in a hotel costing £700 a night, £12,000 a month. They previously were on benefits in a 4-bedroom house, but they've got 10 children. I've got to admit, in these situations, I feel sorry for the children because the children are growing up in cramped conditions. Like, one room for a family of 10 is crazy. But, I mean, you can't blame the council after a while. It's the decision of the people having the children, I think. And once again, it highlights the broken immigration system, because that's a family of 10. The man's not working, the woman's not working, they've got 10 children. What's the point? I should note that this is taken from 13 years ago. So we was using hotels 13 years ago at a large cost. It's only now, because we're putting single men mainly coming across on dinghies into it, it's becoming more of a centre stage thing up and down the country. But this has gone on for years. I mean, this was going on during the Olympics. In my area, I live in Newham. Romford Road is full of hotels, and that's had families in it since 2012, 2011, 2010 living in there at a cost to the local taxpayer. So anyway, I'm not going to waffle on anymore. I'll get back to you at the end of the video just to give my views at the end of the video, but I hope you enjoy. See you later.
BBC London has learnt that families made homeless by changes to housing benefit have been put up in 4-star hotels in the capital at an even higher cost to the taxpayer. We've discovered that Westminster City Council paid more than £2 million last year in hotel bills. In one case, a family were moved out of their home and rehoused in a hotel at a cost of more than £12,000 a month. Our political correspondent Carl Mercer has this exclusive report.
Meet the Osman family, husband, wife and 8 children. This is their home and has been for 3 months. 3 rooms at this hotel in Chelsea. They used to live in a 4-bedroom house.
It was big and it had a chicken, it had a plate, it had a kitchen, it had 2 toilets, it had loads of bedrooms. We used to have bedrooms, yeah, and the school was near the school. We didn't even used to take buses, we just used to walk.
The family became homeless when benefit camps meant they couldn't afford the rent at their previous home. They were moved to the hotel in November. Their housing benefit bill before was £700 a week. The taxpayer's now paying that nearly every night.
Do you like living in a hotel?
No.
Why not?
Because you don't get to make food in it, and you're not allowed to bring stuff, and you're not allowed to, no fridge, you're not allowed to make food in it and stuff.
There's no cooking and no fridge, and every day we take away the outside, and every day, and children is going to school the far away.
The Osmans are far from alone. BBC London researched Westminster Council's spending for last year. We found many payments to a company called Polyglobe Limited. It's a hotel booking agency. The payments go on and on, nearly 700 different invoices, and many of the people featured in these documents have been in these hotels for months. The law says people should only be in bed and breakfast for a maximum of 6 weeks, and the government has already warned Westminster that it's breaking the law. This invoice for a 4-star hotel in Kensington shows how high these bills can go, more than £12,000 for 1 month. The woman in this case had previously got housing benefit of just over £3,000. This shows how much the council spent on putting people in hotels last year. Starting at £66,000 in January, the figure leaps to more than £500,000 in June. The total for the first 9 months of the year, more than £2 million.
It is a scandalous waste of public money. These families have been losing their homes because of the cuts in housing benefit, Westminster Council cheerleading for those cuts, and now we find that they're pouring money into hotels to have to house those families who've lost their homes.
Westminster Council says it's had to use hotels because it has nowhere else to put people who present as homeless.
The scale of the problem, I think, is somewhat unprecedented in as much as we have large numbers of people presenting as homeless, and we don't have immediately opportunity to put them into self-contained accommodation or into social homes immediately. So while they're assessed, while the obligations to them are clarified, they go into short-term accommodation.
Westminster says it is trying to rehouse families like the Osmonds as quickly as possible. Carl Mercer, BBC London.
So that's it. What do you think? I think it's ridiculous. The cost, the amount of children, the amount of time they're spending in it, the fact that, once again, you could tell the mum didn't know the English, the dad knew just a bit of English. 8 children spread across 3 rooms, so they're not living in 1 room, but spread across 3 rooms at £700 a night. I mean, prior to that, it was £700 a week on benefits for them to just sit and have children. You know, you can't blame the council after a while. This is the fault of the parents. And bear in mind, they was in a 4-bedroom house before, so 10 of them in the 4-bedroom house would have still been tight. So this is what's going on in the UK at the moment. And I know it's going on in France, Germany. I've seen videos in Germany how they claim Kindergeld. Germany's having a problem with a lot of Africans coming in and doing that, just having children and sitting in the social housing. It's the same thing going on here. We've got lots of people coming over. They'll have child after child in social housing, not learn the language. Always got nice cars though, so I never worked that out. Got nice cars and mobiles and all the mod cons, but don't know the language. The area I live in is like that. It's full of loads of people now who don't really want to interact. They want all the nice things that come with being with the UK, but the other stuff, they can leave that alone. But it also shows this video the fact that private companies have been making a lot of money off the hotel gig for a while. The hotel game isn't new. I mean, that's been going on round my way for a good 15, 20 years, them putting them in hotels along a road called Romford Road. On the lead up to the Olympics, there's a road called Romford Road that goes all the way up to Stratford. It's full of hotels and it's always had families and lots of illegal migrants living in it. It's just because over the last 5 years, people have seen a lot of single men coming over in the boats and then going straight into the hotels. That's why it's become a big thing. And some people think it's a new thing. It's not new. It's been going on for a long time. And usually it's local council money going towards it or um, charity money, because I'm going to touch on that in another video about no recourse to public funds. There's a way around that. I keep saying that. Charities fill in the gap, and that's how they get recourse to public funds. But as you saw from the video, the cost is ridiculous, and the fact that we're housing people who are just not integrating, but putting such a strain on the social welfare services and the hospital services, because I'm going to be going onto a video about our dental services at the moment, where people have to pull out their own teeth because there's no dentists at the moment, and that's partly because of the strain on the NHS coming from all the people that we're getting in. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It'll be nice to actually have some nice comments regarding this video. Just give me your views on it. I think it's ridiculous personally, so let rip. I don't mind. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next video, and thank you for viewing once again. See you later.